Hey folks, so here I go with another unboxing. This is the TP-Link Omada Wi-Fi 6 AX1800 ceiling mount Wi-Fi 6 access point, model number EAP610. Now it's ceiling mount or wall mount, not much difference there, at least for my application. This has been unboxed before online, has been reviewed online, but I'm gonna do things my way like I usually do. And I'll tell you real quick that I chose this because it's PoE powered. Um, it's Gigabit PoE. And my intention is to run a 100-foot PoE cable from in my office through the outdoor box outside on the ground or underground, however I decide to run it, eventually getting it into my detached garage. I currently have an extender in there, a very expensive one, matter of fact, that worked flawlessly for years. But recently, I redid my garage. I cut it in half. I built a gym. I'm building a sort of e-bike type of e-workshop in front. And my plan is to do a lot of work on my mods and stuff on the bikes in the winter so I can spend the summer riding them instead of working on them. And so being able to work in the winter means that the garage has to be insulated. So the gym is insulated, the ceiling is now insulated. I want to say two and a half walls out of the four walls are insulated. I'm about to, or yeah, so the fourth wall would be the garage door. I'm about to have that changed into a new garage door put in that's R17 insulated. And I'm finishing off the walls in front with my garage. The workshop will also be insulated. But my point is that since I started the installation, the more installation I do, the weaker the signal has been with that extender that connects wirelessly to my main modem. So this is going to be the replacement. It's going to be wired and in the garage, so that everything in the garage, the cameras, the security system, the garage opener, the TV in the gym equipment that's online will all be able to connect to this and get a better signal. So this part's the unboxing. I'm just going to open it up real quick, and then maybe I'll end up this video by showing you where I installed it. But for now, let's get into it. What's this here on the side? Package content, ceiling mounts, access point installation guide, power adapter, ceiling or wall mount kit. Like I said, it can be wall mounted, right? And so, as you probably know if you've been following my reviews, a lot of my stuff is actually Wi-Fi 7, but the Wi-Fi 6 will work fine for in the garage. Sliding it out the box. Just to show you what comes with it. I'm going to throw this box aside. And the manual. I guess it's a manual, or yeah, showing the different models and stuff. This is a quick installation guide. It comes with an AC adapter. The mount kit. I won't take all that out now, but it's got wing nuts, mount kit. If you're going to screw it into a wall, you have the sheetrock especially. You wouldn't need this for wood, but if you're going to mount it on the wall or ceiling as sheetrock. Let's move this aside for a second. The wall plate that screws into the wall, and then it says ceiling or wall mount. And then, of course, let me get these additional screws out of here. So get this out the way. And of course, what you have now is the actual device. Here's the back. You have your AC adapter. You have your Ethernet PoE, and it says that Ethernet PoE. You can't see that one. And a reset button. Basically, very simple. Mount this on the wall in the right orientation. And then, this will go in. Let's see. This will go in, and it'll turn. Let's see which direction. It turns the opposite way. So I guess it'll go in something like that and lock, right? You know, getting the orientation right. They actually have, that's interesting, and it does have an LED here. You can't see it now, but you know, you can see the, I can see the LEDs here and the TP-Link on the top, but it has the access on the top. Ceiling mount, that doesn't matter, right? What's interesting is the branding at the back, the QR code and the writing is facing this way where the ports are. The logo is facing up. So the writing is kind of, if I were to read the writing the right way, it'd be upside down. When I mount this on the wall, I'd like it to be up. I'm going to use PoE, so it really doesn't matter to me, because once your cable clicks in here, you know, if you turn it the opposite way, it won't fall out. But I guess all of this will matter to me, you know, how the mount works, right? Just making sure that it stands straight. I would kind of, since I'm doing a wall mount, I will decide kind of how I want to do it, but I'll probably mount it with the cables up, and then unfortunately have to do the ugly thing of running the cables around and in, only because the TP-Link branding is up and I want that to point up. So, you know, that's kind of where we are. And actually, I'm going to pause this for a second. And I want to show you the switch that I will be connecting this to, because the switch is also a PoE powered switch. So to make this a more interesting unboxing, I'm adding here a little treat for you to show you. This is the switch that I'll be using, the Gigabit Power over Ethernet extender, basically. So it's a switch, but it's extending the PoE. It's got a mount, right? It is wall mounts, wall mountable. And here you have the switch. The back here, as you can see, is the wall mount where you screw this in and you mount it to the wall. I have to look to see exactly how it goes in, but I think you mount this to the wall and then this mounts to it, or yeah, I guess. But the point being that this is wall mountable, and all you have on the front here is a PoE in. So this is coming from a PoE switch, and then 4 PoEs out. It's only 60 watts total, with the first port being a 30-watt consumption. But the idea is to extend my 100-foot cable from my PoE switch in here into here, out of here, into here. And that should work. So I will probably end this video with a short video from in my garage showing you everything mounted and lit up. And then maybe I'll do a quick speed test, either while I'm testing this in here, or I'll do the speed test when I've mounted it. But let's see what I do next. I never know. Just whatever comes to mind. Hey folks, so I decided that I'm going to show you a bit more as I connect this. I'll go through the setup with the Omada TP-Link Omada app separately, and then come back when it's installed and either do a speed test by my phone showing you where it's installed, or I may do a speed test here as I'm setting it up and show that to you. You can configure this in standalone mode or controller mode. I will use standalone mode because even though I have a vast network, I don't want to use controller mode. This will probably have 10, 15 devices connecting to it, and that's it. Mostly the garage, maybe the camera outside the garage. So this, as I told you, is a no power needed PoE extender switch. This is a cable from my PoE switch, so when I plug this in, this should light up. And there you go. You can see it lit up, and now this is lit. I'm going to, remember I told you this is 4 ports, 60 watts total. What I connect, if I connect anything else in the garage here, those devices will likely have their own power, so I won't need PoE. So the first as far as I read, the first port has the dedicated like 30 watts of the power to it. So I'm going to use that port for my TP-Link. And when I connect here in the PoE port, it should light up. You should see that blue light come on. I heard the click, and there you go. So we have the flashing, the blue light is on. So I'm going to go ahead and configure this, and I'll be back once it's done to maybe do a speed test and wrap up this video, and then maybe just show you where it's installed. Maybe, because I don't know. Even though I'm setting this up now, I have other work to do before I install it, so I'm not sure when exactly I'll get to actually installing it in its final location. Okay, folks, so I'm back. I set it up. I'm now connected to it. I'm going to disable my data connection. Cellular data is off. So I'm going to run a simple test with fast.com connected to this. I know I'm right next to it, but still, just to give you an idea and to give myself my first idea, fast.com, let's see what it does. I do have a 2 gigabit up, 2 gigabit down network to begin with. Let's see where it ends up. It should settle on the speed any moment now. Hope you can see that. It's still running. And 670 megabits per second. That's way more than anything I need for anything in my garage or surroundings. So I'm hoping even with the installation in the garage, well, everything in the garage will be fine, but even with the installation, cameras and stuff that I put on the garage, right outside the garage, will be able to also benefit from this great speed. So unless I decide to add to this video, which started as an unboxing, but ended up as an overview, you've seen it here. This has been my take on this TP-Link EAP610 access point.
All right, so as promised, I'm using my phone, not the same cameras as the rest of the video, but showing you the installation. I'm going to do a quick pan. This is my e-bike shop. I'm not going to leave it long because there's lots more videos coming out about that, but I'm preparing this area here. And as you can see, the PoE no power or PoE powered switches on the wall, and the TP-Link access point is there. In this garage, there is TV, garage door opener, EcoFlow power, Delta Power 3, that powers the garage, Delta Pro 3, sorry, Apple TV box, a bunch of other things. There's a gym room behind me, which I will not show you as well. That has also has an Apple TV, has a regular smart TV, has an air conditioner that's app controlled, and all of that is connected via this TP-Link right here. So this concludes the video of the unboxing, showcase, and installation of this access point.